Talk to me about what it was like when you got to see the list yesterday of who was making nationals. What was that experience like, knowing that you have this special group of mostly upperclassmen that are going to get to make this trip, and even knowing now that this is a group that 7 haven't gone since 1995. What does that, I guess, mean to you?
I think it's a lot. I was thrilled when I saw the list yesterday. Actually, the day before, we got the performance list of who had entered, and we saw how our athletes were ranked out of people entered, and even though it's not official at that point, it was pretty good indication of who was going, and it was just a little bit of shock, a little bit of just again, is this real? But more than anything, just surreal, happy to have such a big group and to really know the athletes through thick and thin over the years, and know how badly they want it and how hard they've really worked for it. Just makes it that much sweeter when they finally get there and are rewarded with the trip to nationals. It's just such a huge honor to have so many really good athletes that are at this caliber all at the same time. It makes it really exciting and really fun for everybody involved.
Coach Pesh talks about an experience he had at nationals last year where he talked about what his goals were for this year, which was doubling the number from 2 to 4. Now you have 7.
Yeah.
How does that line up with the expectations you had for what you were hoping to accomplish this year when you and the rest of the coaching staff took the field and got ready to go?
Well, I think every year we want to just keep getting a little bit better, and we always try to set our goals to be just a little bit reaching farther than we have in the past. But I think just at the start of the season, when we looked at what athletes we had in the program and the athletes returning that have already been to nationals, when you include the 2 from last year, and then Corey, who didn't go last year but went the previous year, and then you have Tegan, who barely missed nationals by a thread the year before as well. We really had a good at least 4 athletes that I felt pretty strongly were pretty solidly going to get in. And at that point, if we could get in a couple more, which I thought we did have a good chance with Ellie and with Tati, and I think 7 athletes is about as good as we could have expected and hoped for, and nothing is ever guaranteed. So despite the fact that we have these really good athletes that have very good marks and very good rankings coming back in this year, it all comes down to what they do this season and what kind of performances they're able to put up. And it's just so exciting when everything does work out, the way that you hope and the way that you train for, and it's just exciting.
Getting a chance to talk with Coach, he talked about going into the meet with high expectations, with a business-like attitude. What are your expectations for what these talented student athletes can do? So many upperclassmen, but overall individuals that have really rewritten the record books this year. What's it going to be like? What do you think they are capable of?
I think we haven't even seen what they're capable of, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. We've got seniors, we've got freshmen, we've got people with a lot of experience in the big meet, we've got people with very little experience with it, but nonetheless, they've all performed. They've all earned their places at this meet. We've got a couple people that are ranked number 1 in the nation out of everybody in Division II. I think that's incredible. We've got another athlete ranked 3rd. We've got, several people that are really, within scoring potential to be in the top 8, we have potential to have 7 All-Americans, really. And I think, obviously I want that, it's hard to say that I expect that, but, things could swing in either direction for each and every event. And I have really high expectations going into nationals because of not just the rankings, but how everybody's feeling, the excitement level. Having so many athletes going to nationals, I think, really helps each individual just feel that much more support and that much more comfort having their team on the road with them. So I think they're going to do really big things. I really do. I'm excited to see what the multis competition goes like on Thursday and Friday for Marissa and Tegan. I think that's going to really kind of open up and set the tone for the rest of the team, for the rest of the championship. And I have very high expectations for everybody. So, now it's just kind of the time to sit back and let it unfold and try to be patient and, you know, offer as much support and encouragement as we can to these athletes. Because they're prepared as much as they can be physically at this point. Really, it's just a matter of trying to make sure that they feel supported and that they, you know, have the confidence and everything that they need and the tools to go into the championship and really clean up, you know, and walk away with as many medals and podium spots as they deserve to have. So.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it.